everyone, this is Duran's Healing and welcome to tonight's Healing Circle. For those of you who are new here, welcome to my channel as I provide weekly energetic updates for the collective. And as I begin to blaze this fire tonight, gather around and contribute your very powerful energy. Whether it be a like, a share, subscribe, or comment below to let me know how these messages are showing up in your world. And with that being said, let's get right into the messages to see what's going on out here in the cosmos. And the message that's speaking the loudest, it says that you're healing. And what I can see here in the stones is that this healing is in reference to your emotional body, your emotional world. You may be starting to gather a sense of maturity about who you are as a healer, as an empath, as a spiritual person, and making the connection with your emotions. The stone above this is a cowrie shell facing up, and the one below it is a cowrie shell facing down, which suggests to me that there is a guardrail up, letting you know if you're going too far or if you're going too far left or too far right. You're understanding the flexibility or the spectrum of your spiritual nature. And this is doing wonders to your internal, to the insides of you. What I'm downloading here is that you may be the type of person that have been a little bit emotional. People may not have understood why you were so irate or so sensitive about certain issues. They didn't quite understand you at your core. And this may in turn cause you to question whether you were energetically in alignment with what your intuition was picking up on. But now that your spiritual body has maturated, now that you have healed the childhood wound that was permeating inside of your soul, now that you have healed that inner child, you're learning to see the balance of it all. Because the truth of the matter here is that you were never too emotional. It's what you displayed, it's what you conveyed, it's what you shared. And when you got the feedback from people around you who weren't as in tune with their spiritual nature, with their senses, with what they were feeling, you were giving a negative feedback loop of what your body was sensing. This is what is healing. Because now you know the difference in what you should share with people around you and what you should keep to yourself. You know how to show up in the spiritual world and the physical world because you have healed this emotional part of yourself. You know what to convey. You know what to share. You know now not to overshare your spiritual intuition to those who are not inclined to receive it. Who have not elevated to the point where they can understand you on this level. There's a balancing of these scales that's going on while you heal. And a part of this has to do with your creativity. You've been creative enough to know which actions to take, which steps to take forth. Oh, I'm seeing here is that there is a dichotomy here. There is a degree of separation in your energetic body that is now showing to you the spiritual goals that you have for yourself and what you have cultivated and where you're going to how you show up in the real world. And knowing what to share with people, what to convey with people, knowing that some people might not have the capacity to hold the visions that you see, might not have the capacity to hold the predictions that you see. And you're no longer taking it personal. You're no longer turning it inward on yourself, thinking that there is something wrong with you. No, everything is right. You're now knowing that you may not can convey the fullness of your spiritual and emotional self to certain people. And this creativity is showing up here as a catalyst in the way you take actions, in the steps that you take, in terms of the way you heal and what you convey to other people. But I'm so interested to see how your creativity is playing a very key role in this process, because it is a creative avenue that you have taken intuitively to be insightful enough to know that I shouldn't say this here, in order for me to refrain from negative feedback and backlash that I don't want to hear. It's like it's intuitive. It's otherworldly, and it's impacting the way you move. But what is this creativity about that has been such a catalyst for your healing process? What is this creativity about that's in the water? And the cards that came out were guided by the Spirit, purification process, condensation, and make peace. What I'm downloading here in reference to your creativity is that you have indeed been guided by the Spirit. You're in tune with something otherworldly. You're in tune with a higher energy source that has been guiding your spiritual body, and it's purifying you. This spiritual part of you that has been a part of your journey since childhood has been cleansing you in a way that you did not see, that you did not know. And now that these energies have been maturated, that has advanced, it is condensing all the negative vibrations in your world that have came against you. And you've made peace with it, or you're making peace with it. And you're no longer getting into the intellectual head wrestling by explaining who you are and what you're about to people, to places, to things, to make you feel validated, to make you feel like you're somebody. No, you are somebody regardless. You are someone in spite of. And now you know who and what is not for you. And this doesn't require you to articulate this out into the open. This is energy. You can feel it. You're guided by your senses. And you're able to break down all these other systems and energies that are not in alignment with the very vibration you're radiating on. And not only that, you're calm. Your spirit is at peace. You're no longer being guilt tripped or manipulated or gaslighted into doing things that you don't feel called to do. If you don't want to do it, you don't do it. If you're not feeling called to do something for someone, you don't do it. This is taking a stance in your spiritual evolution process by you taking ownership of how to best maneuver yourself in the highest way, in the most accommodating way that suits your spiritual body, your spiritual nature, and is flowing through you like water. This isn't something you're doing that's outside of yourself. This is something that is very intuitive to you. Nurturing yourself, healing yourself, refurbishing yourself away from a system that was not in alignment with who you were at your core. That's why your creativity has kicked in, to allow you to see there is another avenue. There is another way out. You're not shut in a cage having to subscribe to what the current consciousness is telling you that you have to be. No, you're being all that you are without allowing others, people's thoughts and perspective to shift you into a way or into a modality that is not in alignment with you. Not only that, what I'm hearing is that you're setting the standard for yourself now. It's a courage, it's a strength that's coming from inside of you that is pushing out to tell people, no, that's not for me. It's a certain energy that's moving through you that is healing the people pleaser that you once were. And the energies that you're radiating on are sinking you into a current energetic thread that's higher, that's moving throughout the cosmos, that is in support of you. This is action. This is about you taking action and redefining or defining yourself in this new space, in this new era. I'm reading ahead because I can see the second ancestor stone here, and it's showing up in the community. That lets me know that you're entering into a new paradigm for yourself. You're entering into a new space. You may feel new. You may feel refreshed, like you've been given a fresh plate to pack on whatever you desire at the buffet. Whatever you want to eat, whatever you want to become. This is the energy that I'm seeing here. And it's quite profound to see. But on this current thread that you're sinking in on, that's moving you, that you're aligning with, the obstacle stone is showing up here next to your action stone or your organization stone. Which lets me know, as you choose to be better, as you choose to be higher, as you choose to make steps that are in your best interests in the physical world and also in the spiritual world, but more important, your emotional body is what I'm hearing here or what I'm seeing here. Some of you have really condensed or reduced yourself to fit in, or reduce yourself to keep the peace, to reduce yourself to meet the demands that your family system has placed on you. But it was quite reductive to your spiritual nature, unbeknownst to you. But as you break, as you evolve beyond what people have told you or shown you to be, you're seeing that there is much more fruitfulness that comes along with your journey than you could have ever imagined. The abundance of energy that's here, that's in support of you standing in your power, standing in your confidence. This is about you making decisions and not questioning yourself. This is about you articulating who you are to people and how you move. It's really radical, though it may seem small in nature as I'm articulating this, but the energy behind it carries much more power than you think. Standing up for yourself in realms that you've never done before. This is about you being the authoritator in your own world, carrying your own cross and benefiting from it. And knowing that the challenges or your shortcomings, you are the one to be the responsible bearer. You're not looking for anyone to save you from yourself. You're carrying your own cross and the weight and the brunt of it. You're not outsourcing it out to people to help you save you from yourself. What I see is full accountability and full responsibility for your energetic body. And by you doing this, it's sinking you to a higher energetic thread that's allowing you to float into a much more freer space. But the fact that this obstacle is here, it's quite interesting to me. I would like to dive into the song to see what this obstacle is about that you're currently facing as you embrace this new world for yourself, this new era, this new feast for yourself. What is this obstacle about? In reference to this obstacle, the cards that came out were dimensional changes, acceptance, comforting the soul, and peace is needed. But this has more to do with you shifting, you changing, your mind embracing a new thought perspective, a new school of thought, a new reality for yourself. And as you shift from an old version of thinking and stepping into new one, you're going to face an obstacle. And it has more to do with the acceptance. And your acceptance is in part carries both positives and negatives to it. Because as you embrace your visions, as you embrace this new era, these dimensional changes that you're healing from one energetic area to the next, you have to accept that the old version of you is going to die. And there is a birthing of a new version of yourself. And a part of that has to do with you comforting your soul as you shift, as you make changes, because you're going to leave people behind. You're not even going to be able to be in certain spaces that you once felt comfort in. You're not going to be in alignment with certain people that you felt most at home with. The ascension process is what this obstacle is speaking to. That's why peace keeps coming out, making peace and being at peace with it. I know I'm speaking about you moving through different dimensions and coddling yourself and coming into a new era, but I know the reality of what that actually means and what that will feel like when you have to start separating yourself. When you're no longer in alignment with your siblings that you grew up in the same household with, that you're no longer having a sense of camaraderie with the people that were a part of your world. That's what this obstacle is speaking to. I didn't see this card. It was hidden behind another card and it came out, move forward. This cannot be in any more alignment than it already is. It's about you moving forward. No matter who you have to leave behind, no matter what turbulence or obstacle is in your way, you're looking towards the highest light and becoming the highest version of yourself so that you can be or become the fullness that your spiritual body is healing towards. You're not growing down, you're growing up. This is not just you growing physically, spiritually, mentally, and emotionally as well. And this is sinking you to this otherworldly energy that your mind, that your consciousness is dreaming about. You're daydreaming about this. And I'm seeing here is that you can see in your mind a new reality that you hope for this planet. And though you're being bombarded by the shifts in the dimensional changes that your energetic body is going through, the beauty in all of this is you materializing and manifesting those very visions and dreams that you see. This is not something that is lost in another world. This is not lost in your dream state or the REM state. No. These visions and these daydreams that you have are glimpses of the reality that you're going to materialize. But what it takes for you to do is be devoted. You're going to have to tap into your heart. It's your heart. There's something about your heart pumping the blood of the visions that you see. This is about the energies. This is how in sync you are with the reality of the daydreams that you are having. Your heart is pumping the fuel for you to materialize the very dreams that you saw. This is not something that is lost, is what I keep hearing. And your spirit guides and your ancestor stones are kicking in to say that your dream is protected. The very visions that you see for this world will materialize themselves because it's showing up in the community. What it's going to take is your wisdom, your insight, your awareness to be able to develop a unique formula for yourself and how you're going to guide the steps in you taking in order for it to make itself known. That's what I'm seeing here. You're going to have to tap into your wisdom. You're going to have to be smart about it. You're going to have to use your intuition. It's like your heart in your dreams, in your intuition is guiding you, but your wisdom, your intellect is going to be how you manifest it, because you have to be smart about it. You have to use tangible methods to take these step-by-step formula in order to cement your dreams into the very world that you live in. Period. Wow, that was a very large message. I hope that made sense to you all. I'm very moved through my emotions by this. Wow, very powerful message. And if you're still here with me tonight, please be sure to like, to share, subscribe, or comment below to let me know how these messages are showing up in your world. And with that being said, I can see right now there's a lot of stones piled up in the earth, which lets me know that the manifestations or the very things that you have seen are coming to fruition in the 3D. Because your sophistication stone is here, your authenticity stone is here. There is something here about your intelligence that is being used as a catalyst to help you cement the very visions and otherworldly dreams and visions that you're having. But I would like to, it's so large in nature, I would like to pull some cards to see what this energy is about when it comes to you materializing in the 3D in real time. What is this energy about? And the cards that came out were starting from scratch, confirm your senses, falsehood, and soul. What I'm downloading here is that you may feel like you might be starting from scratch. You might be starting all over again. And this may be some of you who may be moving, who may be entering a new workforce. Something in your world may be new. The way you have got to this point was through your senses, was a guiding force that have moved you in this direction. You turned your back against falsehoods. You turned your back against things that your energetic body was not registering with. And by you doing this, it has pushed you in a new direction that your soul desired. Your conscious mind may not even have wrapped itself around why you may have made this transition, why you decided to take this step or move in this direction. But your energetic body, the state of your soul, let you know that this was the right course of action. There was a sophistication in your soul that synced you to the proper place to make a sound decision that was authentic to your core. But little did you know, it was sinking you directly into your power. grounding you towards your position of power. Because the confusion stone or the path of clarity stone is right underneath it. It lets me know that this is something like you did not consciously make the decision to do, but you were still conscious about. I don't know. I'm getting something where you were guided, like you were gliding to this space. Something moved you to do something different outside of yourself. But lo and behold, the very same healing that you were going through was moving you towards healing the very planet that you were on. This decision was very large. It was very big energetically, because I can see this watering of your energy that is touching the planet. By you making this decision, by you allowing your gut and your intuition to guide you into this new process or this new phase of your life. Some of you have made the decision to start a new job. Some of you have made the decision to cut someone out of your life. This is the energy that I'm seeing. And by you making this executive decision is also healing the planet. You're moving in a new energy. And this new energy is allowing the earth and the people around you to get a glimpse of what it is to be something different, to be something otherworldly, because what I'm seeing is like a breath of fresh air. I'm getting minimizing. You cannot minimize the decisions that you're making or the steps that you're taking, because you are indeed role modeling to people how it is to tell others no, how it is to say, no, I'm not going to move in the direction that is not in my best interest. There is a profoundness that you're not seeing in this matter. It's because you're energetically in alignment with the core of the earth. You're energetically in alignment with this planet. And whatever decisions you make has to be for the highest good, has to be for your higher good. And your higher good will bless this planet, will bless the people around you. There's thousands of people around you that are going to benefit from the decisions that you make. Make the right call. And I can see that you're doing it. Period. Very powerful message. Very powerful message. Wow. I am so impressed by your ability to tap into something higher than you. This was not a selfish decision to move in a direction of your highest good. It may feel painful, it may feel lonely, but you're not alone at all. You have a place that you belong, and the world is benefiting from it. Wow, thank you all for joining me in tonight's Healing Circle. I love to see you all here and showing up in my spread. And with that being said, I'm going to take this time to come down and close out tonight's Healing Circle. And I will see you all at the next.